Good afternoon. People in the Old Testament were looking forward to a Messiah that had been promised to them. For many centuries, that's the way they lived. They lived knowing that there was this Messiah that was promised to come. And they had some signs that they were to look for, some ways in which they could identify who it was that was coming. They were to be looking for someone from a specific place. They were to be looking for someone who was going to come and do specific things. And when they found that person, when they saw the one who matched up with all of those things promised in the Old Testament, then the people would know. They would know, this is the person, this is the one who was to come. He is the Messiah because he matches the description that the Old Testament gave. He matches all of the things that the Old Testament says he was going to be. And so the people waited, and they watched, and they compared, and they looked for, and they readied themselves for when the Messiah would come. And they knew what their Old Testament said. They knew all the things that they were to be watching for, but they never saw them in any one single individual. They could look, and maybe some things were fulfilled, but others weren't. Nothing that fulfilled all of the things the Old Testament said, until Jesus came around. And then Jesus started to match some of the descriptions. And then Jesus started to show that he was from the place. And then Jesus showed that he could do the things that the Messiah was going to be promised to do. And this is what he said. Luke chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. The things that Isaiah, the prophet, was writing about there, that are talking about the Messiah, those things are miraculous. Those things are things that people can't do. Give recovery of sight to the blind, allow people who are lame to walk. These are miracles that only God could accomplish. And so the one who would come, the Messiah, was going to be God, and Jesus claimed he was doing these things. And then when he did them, he showed that he was God in the flesh. He was the Messiah that was promised. And that meant that all of the promises about that Messiah were coming true in Jesus. That yes, Jesus was going to be the one to set things right between people and God. Again, Jesus was the one who was going to pay for sins. Jesus was going to be that ultimate sacrifice because the Messiah was coming to do that, to proclaim freedom for the captives. Those captive by their sin are free in the Messiah, in Jesus, in the one who was promised to come. That promise is for you as well. Jesus is fulfilling these things and has fulfilled these things so that you can see them, so that you can know by reading his word that yes, he is the Messiah. Yes, he is the one God promised to save you. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.